Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I figured we could go over some of our favorite cream shadows. I tend to be more versed in them than Rachel because I use them like frequently, and Rachel doesn't always.
My eyes are really oily.
She has oilier eyelids than I these days, so it's been like hit and miss on
longevity.
on longevity for her. So she'll have some interesting 2 cents. But without further ado, let's just get into the video. So I don't know that I can quite rank these. They all have a different sort of place, a different sort of function. What I've been enjoying a lot recently though is the Revlon Colorstay cream eyeshadow in 715 Espresso. This is not an espresso color. What this is a light taupey greigey sort of brown with a little bit of shimmer running through it. It's the perfect sort of eye contour shade on me, and it works great as a base for like any sort of cool tone shadow I want to go over it with. I'll have to post a picture. I put this look on Instagram and it got freaking great engagement.
Oh yeah,
I had this on, yeah, 2 of them. I had this on as a base for it, and it just made the perfect canvas from a Midnight Sun palette, and that works really well. I have another one in the Colorstay formula as well. This one is in Black Currant Oasis, and this one is also really pretty. I tend to use these with an eye primer because these will crease on me, but I also have like semi-oily eyelids. This one's like a silver lavender with some shimmer running through it. This one is really, really, really beautiful. I did a look with this and Rachel was like, wow, you look gorgeous one day. But I think I've only used that. I think I've only used this one like twice since I got it, and I've had it for quite a few months now, and I use this one like pretty often. So I wouldn't put that one in the highest of rankings, but it is like really gorgeous.
Yeah, I would say it's more so just like the color is why.
Yeah, these colors suit me, especially with my hair being so cool toned right now. These colors have just been like my shit.
All right, so Vic got a while back a little set of these Nude Sticks eye crayons. They're the magnetic matte eye color. There's a set on Ulta. It's sold out at the moment. I just looked at it.
I wonder if they're gonna bring it back, or if it's just like a set that's gone.
I don't know. Anyway, it came with one like shimmery kind of white pearl color, and then the rest are all like deep neutral tones, like mid to deep neutral tones. So the one that I'm currently, it's in my project pan that I've been using a lot, is in the shade Hot Stone, but I've been using it for a lip liner, not an eyeshadow.
I have it on my lips as a liner today also.
So I just wanted to mention for anybody, if you have these and for whatever reason you don't like them on the eyes, or if, I don't know, whatever the case is, these are phenomenal as lip liners. Phenomenal. Budge proof. But even with a gloss, budge proof.
They are.
I'm really, really, really obsessed with that, the fact that they're budge proof, because my main issue is that lip liner removes during the day.
Well, and normally with budge proof product, it's really, really uncomfortable. And what was that? Was that a magnetic matte eye color that you had last time? The small?
No, that was a lip and cheek.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever Nude Sticks does to their matte lip formula or matte formula in general is really, really good.
Yeah. Anyway, I do like these on the eyes. The only thing I found for me personally, and you can chime in if this is different for you, is I can't build it on itself very well. So it's really hard. Like if I wanted to use just these shades to create a look, it would be rather difficult for me. I've had better luck just using a brush doing that rather than taking a crayon and drawing it on my eyes. Because this formula, it's like when you go over it a few times, it starts to get, I say gummy, but it's more so like if you wipe it, it'll like, only certain spots will pick up. Like it's kind of grips funny.
There are certain liquid lipsticks that do that. Like if you layer them too much, they start to pick up on themselves. It's kind of like that. They don't have that same feeling to them when you touch them, but it's that same sort of patchiness issue that you'll find with a liquid lip too.
So I don't feel on myself personally that these have the longest wear time. If I use my Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, they tend to wear a little bit longer on me, but these are just a little bit like too creamy for my eyes specifically, because again, I have really, really oily eyelids and really, really hooded eyes. My eyes are more hooded than yours for whatever reason. So that causes a lot of transfer and smudging issues. However, I do really like these for quick on-the-go looks, because I don't really like, you know, if I'm just going out to work or something and I just need a quick eye look, I don't really care if it creases or if it like meh, looks kind of funky at the end of the day, because I just want something quick and easy that I can pop on my eyes. So I do really, really like these. I just feel that maybe I need to find a way to make them a little bit longer lasting. So if anybody has any experience in this department and you feel that these don't last very long, and you found a way to make them last longer, please let me know. But I love these for like smoky liners specifically.
That's what I use them for,
because they are in a pencil form. I mean,
yeah, a fat pencil form. I also really like them for like a more like mapping out an eye look. So I like for the one, whatever one you were just talking about, Hot Stone. Is that this one?
No.
Oh, it's this one. I used Hot Stone as a face contour today, and I also used it as like a lip contour, and then went in like heavier as a lip liner or whatever. So these are really like multi-use products, which I love. I've been really into like a multi-use product, like a lip and cheek. Oh, sign me up. But it also like, I do like these better to build upon themselves with a brush, like drawing it onto a brush, kind of like what you would do with a stiffer cream blush stick formula. That's how I prefer these if I'm using them as an actual eyeshadow. But for the most part, I use these specifically for smoky liners. And some of them do work in the waterline. Others have made my eyeballs feel like they are melting out of their sockets. So
Hot Stone being
with caution. Hot Stone being the main culprit of that.
I want to try the white one, the pearly white one in my waterline. Hold on, let me try it now.
The one thing about these chubby crayons in the waterline is like,
they're so easy.
Well, they are, but also I like smudge them everywhere. Like they always end up everywhere for me. Oh, there it goes.
Holy Jesus!
I didn't have that issue with any color deeper than Hot Stone.
Oh!
I told you.
Good Lord in heaven!
Do I not feel like I'm melting?
Oh! Wowza! Oh! Buyer beware! Buyer beware! Don't be doing that. Don't test it out. That was not a fun experience. It was like fine at first. I'm drawing it on. I'm like, this is good, and suddenly it feels like I'm drawing on glass shards. Like, holy dicks. Okay.
So maybe
don't
do that. I wouldn't risk it, honestly. Like, I was like, my hand was shaking when I was risking it with like the dark brown I was using one day. I was like, this would be the perfect waterline. I don't know. I guess I could talk about this a little. This isn't like, I mean, this is a liquid shadow and a liquid glitter. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is their Eye Glisten, and I have a pink shade. I'm not going to read the name. I've used both of these, and they both perform really well. Like, it's very akin to a Stila glitter and glow type product. You have a liquid pink glitter on the other side, and this one's like a metallic sort of matte, a dries down matte shadow. And they both work really well. They both pair beautifully together. If they had more enticing colors in this, I guess I don't know what color selection they offer, honestly. So I don't, maybe they do have a more enticing selection. This was gifted to me from somebody at work, so. But the formula on these is actually really nice. I haven't had any issues with them. They blend out really easily. The glitter does not like flake down, or it doesn't like crease really weird like some glitters will. So I was actually really impressed with the longevity of this. So if they have more neutral tones, at some point I would probably be interested in picking those up. I just don't know, like, I like the glitter portion more than I like this portion, because this just isn't a shadow that I would wear on my eyes very often, because it doesn't have that texture to it. I don't want like a straight metallic with no sparkle to it whatsoever, you know? Not just, like, this is just shine. Oh, shoot.
Okay. Well, that's probably why I look so much darker than you.
Oh, maybe.
We forgot to put one of the lights on. Whatever. So the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted Shadows. Boy, am I pissed I waited so long to try these.
Yeah, I remember reviews of them were, like, piss poor.
And they're not bad at all.
I remember the mattes specifically being, like, an atrocity to humanity. But also, nobody was into cream shadows back then, you know?
Yeah. So I do find that the matte side is like, it's not a tricky formula. You just have to be used to working with matte cream shadows. And I feel a lot of people are not, because that's not something that I feel a lot of people go for. However, if you do know how to use a matte cream shadow and are aware of the way you can build and blend on them, then you're really gonna like this formula, I think. I felt that it wasn't too opaque either, which I
definitely had to build, especially this limey shade. I had to build it quite a bit. This mauvier one, not so much. The color on it was like perfect. worked for me.
Slow Jams is the mauve and Limelight is the green. I did a look with Limelight that went pretty viral, not viral, but got a lot of engagement compared to our other posts as well. And I love the metal side of them. Perfection. That is a wonderful formula.
They are beautiful.
It is striking. It is gorgeous. It is not like, it's not too textured and it's not textured enough. Yeah. You know, like it's that perfect in between where there's definitely some glitter and it's definitely metallic.
But it's not a liquid glitter and it's not a liquid metallic either.
Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's so nice.
And they do sheer out really well
They
too.
do. They have the most beautiful like sparkle running through them. I most definitely want more shades of this. Of course, not now because we're in a 2022 no buy, but going in the future, I would really, really love to try some more shades in this, especially like a lot of like neutral shades. Ones. But I am curious about, because I think they have like a teal and stuff. Like
they have an aqua,
shades.
they have like a light aqua.
I'm really curious to try those because I do, this is one of my favorite formulas so far that I found for
You know what the matte formula reminds me of? Those NYX lip lingerie like matte liquid lipsticks.
Yep.
The like that souffle like puffy
formula.
Type of formula. That's what the matte side of this reminds me of, which is off-putting for a lipstick, but it's actually pretty functional for an eye product for me. So I like them. Yeah. They're really, really good. I'm really impressed with them so far. So we've talked about these at length, I think, on YouTube, but these are Danessa Meyrick's color fixes. So we have 4 different formulas. 3 of them I'm going to mention because one of them is a gloss that we do not use on the eyes.
We just use it on the lips.
So it's
in cannoli, if you want a concealer nude, fuck, that's pretty.
Yeah, it is. My favorite formula from Danessa in these is the metallics, the Color Fix metallics.
Yeah, baby.
The formula on this is so much better than the mattes.
It's
like
easier
the mattes
to work
too.
with.
It is easier to work with though. It does not dry down as fast, and it doesn't like. Sometimes if you build up these mattes, they get kind of gummy. If you
this one doesn't get gummy.
This one does not do that. And the sparkle, which I find weird because it's not like a chunky sparkle,
it's almost like they may as well be matte. They're satins.
Yeah, but the sparkle is like, you can still see it too. Like, you can see it even more while you blend it, which I kind of like. Like, it's so pretty. I love this color, Wild Orchid specifically, is like everything to me. But something about Wild Orchid, and then we have a blue one here called Magnetic. Something about these is always so flattering and like bold at the same time, but like wearable. Because I'll generally use these in the waterliner as a wing or a pop.
Probably because they're more jewel tones.
Yeah, I think it's just the rich jewel tones or whatever, but I'm just like blown away by this formula specifically, and I've been really eyeballing the other colors from it. I just haven't bit the bullet on them. The Color Fix mattes I really do like. They are functional, multi-use type products. As time goes by, I've learned that I don't really like them on my cheeks.
No.
I can make them work, but they can be really finicky. They tend to get patchy on me, unless I'm wearing like very specific base products, and I don't do that.
So have you tried sharing them out with an oil for your like cheek?
I don't think so.
I might try that and have to update you guys on how that goes, or maybe just adding in a little bit of like a dewier product, like a little bit of like my Becca or something, like or Auric or something to like sheer it out a little. But I have the same issue where I can't, like Carrot Top, the bright orange one, I can't really use it as a blush personally.
I mean, it's so opaque, and it's like, it can be a little hard to work with for that reason. For some people, especially like if you have like a really deep skin tone, that's probably a great thing. And even for me in my clown cheek phase, that was a good thing, but I preferred the waterproof cream color palette for an orange over Carrot Top, you know?
Well, I had a thought. I really did.
Anyway, I do really like the matte formula. I especially like, I used Exposed all the time. I do like it as like when my lips are not really dry, I can use it as a lip color. I just have to keep in mind it is a long wearing matte lip color. So, you know, I don't always do this, but I have that on today also. And then I like them in the waterline a lot. And I like them as liners quite a bit. It's just on the face, and sometimes blended out on the eyes, they can be tricky, but not always. So it just depends, and it also depends on the brush you use. I like these with like more Real Techniques type brushes more than like a Morphe, you know?
Yeah. This one's from Sonia Kashuk, but this is what we're meaning. So it's like a fluffy yet like flat brush, like something you would, I don't know if
like a packing brush almost.
It's
like
a
fluffy
thick
packing brush.
Yeah, a fluffy packing brush.
We have a lot of those. Like we have one here that we got in like an Ipsy box at some point.
Like these are like my favorite for shimmers and blending out cream shadows. So
yeah,
they're very useful in our collection.
And then the last formula we have is the foils, the Color Fix foil. This one is an Alien, and this is a really, really beautiful color. I really like the texture and the impact of this, but this one is a little tricky to work with. So I don't know. There is one color in the line that I'm really drawn to. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's like the light one, the iciest one.
That was sold out, so I couldn't get it for you for Christmas.
Yeah, I know. I almost bought it for the Black Friday sale, and it was sold out. I was like, never mind. But that's like the only color fix I've been pining after is that one, because it's supposed to be very similar to the one in the Pat McGrath Midnight Sun palette. And I'm thinking in a liquid form, maybe I'd like it more. But this one, it will pick up on itself sometimes if you layer it too much or layer it at the wrong drying time, which is something that I had to get used to. But the impact of it is really, really gorgeous. It's like very flaky looking and very metallic. It's like if you combined a Cleona shimmer with a Kyma flake. That's the impact that it has on my eyes. So it's like stunning. Yeah. But you just have to do it right. And for that reason, I'm like hesitant to be like, yeah, you need that when you could just get a Kyma flake or a Cleona shadow.
Yeah. And then we have 3 Smashbox Always On Cream Shadows. So I have the blue, which is Ultramarine.
Not my fave.
Terrible, actually. Terrible would be a good word to describe this. No, I like it as a liner. So I hate this on my eyelids as like a blended out shade, or because I just want it. It's very patchy. It's unusable patchy. It's so bad. I've tried this so many different ways because I love blue and I love cream shadows, and the formula of these specifically are really, really, really matte. So it's like, it's almost like if you melted down the Nude Sticks one into a liquid form and then added a little bit of like liquid lipstick. I don't know. It like dries down matte.
It is very matte.
It is long
But it's a lightweight matte, which I really appreciate.
So this shade specifically, I really like for like graphic liner looks, because I actually find that these don't transfer on me as bad as something like the Danessa Myricks would, because they're so matte. Danessa Myricks is really matte too, but for whatever reason. But it's a thicker matte.
Or at least the way that we layer them, it tends to be a thicker matte.
Yeah. But the shade Greige is my favorite. Barista is more red than I expected because I ordered them online, but Greige is my favorite. It's very much like, was Exposed? Is that the color?
It's similar to Exposed, but more gray tone.
Yeah, hold on. So, Exposed is a little bit lighter and a little bit more like nude brown rather than gray, and then Greige is just
I think this one has a little more like pink in it.
Yeah.
Like the
and then this one's more gray. But for that, like these just are so, like cool tones are so sexy and
I
gorgeous.
love a light gray brown.
Oh my god, like just popping this on the lid with like a little bit of like Diamond Bomb
or like Urban Decay Lithium, the Moon Dust. Oh my god.
Right.
Oh my god.
Sidetrack rant. Let's
just talk about how gorgeous this fucking eyeshadow
is. This is very pretty. It makes me want to try the Moon Dust shadows again.
They only have like 5 colors.
It makes me want that She's in Parties palette.
I know, and that's not available anymore. This is like, I love the Moon Dust I have in Solstice.
It's like,
which is the blue-red flip one.
You guys aren't gonna be able to see how pretty it is.
No, we'll have to swatch that too, just to show you. It's so freaking
such a good one shadow. Like 2 shadow.
I was bringing one of my old friends. I did her makeup for her wedding, and I brought her to Ulta because she has like she's like, I don't know what kind of lip color I'm gonna want, and I don't know what's going on, so I need you to like show me the ropes, formulas and everything. So we finally like picked out one, but while I was in there, I saw that shadow and I was like, that tone on me
sounds perfect.
Sounds really nice. So I swatched it in store and I was like, I was like, add to cart. That's also when I picked up these Revlon ones, and I've loved all of them very much. Anyway, we have. Anyway, I would only buy Greige again, probably.
Yeah, I might.
Greige I used.
I'm interested in the yellow.
I don't think I've ever used that red one.
The red one. I've used it once or twice, but again,
maybe I did use it once.
For an outer corner color, which is what I would generally use this for.
It's not deep enough and it's too red.
It's too red. I would generally go for something more purple or cool tone brown. And especially with the dark hair, I like cool tones a hell of a lot more than warm tones. So I might try this out with the dark hair and see if it works better for me.
I did see a look with that might be really pretty. It was one of those, kind of like the look you have on now, except like winged out, like that kind of thing, but then also as a lip color, as like a monochromatic moment. And so I've been like sort of dying to do that, but I'm like, red tone, I don't know.
Yeah, warm tones aren't my shit, but you know, I'm gonna give it another go. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. And then the last ones we have here are from Orchid. So these are the Orchid, what is it? Smoke Reflex or whatever.
Yeah.
We have Temper and Ego. And Ego is definitely my least used, even though it's a gray, but it's like,
it's kind of a green gray.
It's like a green gray in a way that's not particularly super flattering on me.
Yeah,
it's not horrible, but
pretty.
like
I need to use it again.
I have used it more recently, and I can make it work, but it like pulls more blue-green gray, like it almost pulls as like a statement color instead of a neutral.
Yep.
And that's what I don't like. Like, I don't know if you're gonna even be able to see, but this is Ego compared to that Revlon one, the like lavendery one, which is much
far more blue.
It's far more blue. It like almost pulls teal next to it, and that's my gripe with this product.
Spit? What is on my hand? Maybe you spit.
I very well could have. I like the shadow on the top too. Like it's really pretty, but again, it's a very stark green silver, and it's not a topper.
Yeah.
And I love Temper though. Temper, like I wouldn't buy Ego again. I would buy Temper 1,000 times over, and I really want the other neutral brown that they have, plus the holiday shades.
Oh, the holiday shades, baby.
I don't know that I really want the olive, but
that's the one I want the most.
Oh, I want the cranberry one. But the olive, I have been
sexy.
I know, I have like some pretty intense progress on this, but I really like this cream shadow. I've used this one more, so the texture is a little bit different. Like it's a little more clayish, a little more putty-like. But this color is like the perfect rosy neutral on me. It's definitely warmer than what I generally go for right now with my hair being this silver, but I still do like this color on me even when I'm like Jay chillin'. And I like the topper on this one more, even though this one is a little more like
sheer. Like
it's a lot more sheer. It's almost like it has hard pan all the time, but I kind of like that. Like you really have to like
get in there.
You gotta really like put the work in here. And I feel the same way about Sparks from Natasha Denona, the like white
in the gold palette?
Yeah, the white one, the one that looks white but it's actually like a yellow glittery topper. It's the same sort of texture where it feels like it has hard pan, but you get this like gorgeous sheer topper.
It's like unlike anything else you can find in another shadow. Like you have to do the work to make it look
it's so good. It's so beautiful. I would buy it or Temper so many times over. I cannot recommend this color product enough. But obviously they have other colors. Temper is just the best one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some use out of that gray one a little bit more, because I do want to get a little bit more used to the formula. And Temper is more pink, and if I were to wear a neutral, it would have to be gold.
Yeah.
So
I mean, maybe the blue gray will work a little better on you for what you want to go for, especially with your black hair.
And with a tan, it might help it pull a different color as well.
It's not like it looks bad on me. It's just it's a very specific look, and when I want to slap something on, this feels
intense,
alien on my eyes. It feels alien. It looks alien on my eyes. Like, it's not an everyday look, which is what I would use these shadows for.
Yeah. But yeah, those are our cream shadows. I think that's all we have, right? Our liquid shadows. Well, we have some like glittery ones from Lime Crime and like old ones.
Yeah, I threw those away though because they were dry as hell.
Yeah, that we don't use anymore just because we got over them or just, you know, haven't used them.
I almost consider ColourPop Super Shocks to be a cream, but I know they're like also a powder. They're a cream to powder. So I don't know if you guys want any. We have quite a few, not like that many.
Just check our 25 days of eyeshadow last year and you'll have gone on about a few of them.
We have quite a handful of ColourPop Super Shocks, so if you ever want a video on those, because I'm very passionate about how good those are. I know they fell off the makeup wagon for a long time, but I think they're coming back a little, which is great because I was never into them then. I'm very into specific shades now. So if you ever want, you know, the 411 on that, we can make it happen. But that's all that we own cream shadow wise. And
the only thing I want to add to this video is I would really, really like Kiki G and Salt New York to come together and give us cream shadows. I would love for them to be in the same square pan in quads.
That's what I was literally thinking.
Literally, I need to message Kiki after this.
I'm gonna give her that idea about that the other night.
Maybe we can do a collab. Hey.
Cream shadow collab?
No, that would be dope. I think that would be a lot of fun.
You know what? I bet she's already thought of that exact idea too.
I'm gonna message her anyway. We love Kiki G. We love Salt New York.
Salt. If you got the skin tints, I don't know if we're getting them in PR or not, but we're not buying them because we're not gonna buy. Whenever we get them, we will definitely, like whenever we buy them or get them in PR, we will definitely like give you the scoop on them. But if you have gotten them at this point in time,
let us know. Tell us. I'm desperate.
I must know. Send us your pictures on Instagram. Give us a tutorial. Link me to tutorials. Link me to reviews. It's the only thing I want to listen to right now.
Yes, please.
I watched Kiki's like video on it like 4 times.
No, legit. It's fucking ridiculous. Our love for that brand.
I was like drooling over this product. Like she created my perfect product 2 weeks after I decided to go on a no-buy. Like the Lord is testing me. My no-buy is secure. Don't worry. I'm not.
My God, you should have seen how pissed I was.
I was like mad because a salt purchase is different.
It is. It's different.
It's like a supportive purchase, but also a functional one.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Code or no code, man, we fucking love that brand. I'm just saying. Anyway, we need to wrap up our cream shadow video. We'll save the salt rant for another day because I promised Kiki we would record it next time we went on one. Yeah. At least it's in this video, so I can give her a small snippet of our love. But let us know if there's any cream shadows that you have tried that are not in this video that like you really love and why you love them. I prefer cream shadows. I prefer neutrals. I found that colorful, just powder shadow is what I'm comfortable with.
I think also I've determined that I like cream shadows more than liquid shadows, but I do still like liquid shadows. But the Revlon and the Orchid I've been using more often than not just because they're easier to apply with my finger, I feel like. And I don't have to like put it on the back of my hand.
Yeah,
it's like one less thing to wipe off my body.
I would prefer something that does not require my finger.
Good point. So we have 2 different ends of the spectrum and preferences here. So give us all of the recommendations, actually, even though we're not buying anything, but just in the future for it. I'm definitely, I think after the no-buy ends, once I get a better feel for these Nude Sticks ones, I might pick up
I want the lip
colors.
and cheek. Fuck, I want the lip and cheek. Those were so
Nude
good.
Sticks as a brand is starting to... Anyway, I decided I'm not going to add more to what I was just saying.
In a turn of events, we continued to talk.
In a turn of events, my camera decided to stop recording because we've been talking for too long. And so I must not ramble any longer about anything makeup related. But maybe one of these days we can have a long-standing free chat, you know.
That'd be so fun.
For a while. We should do a live sometime. That might be fun. I don't know how many people would interact, but like...
It would be fun.
But it could be pretty fun, so...
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days. I don't know.
Let us know. Let us know. Will you join the live?
I don't know how those things work anyway.
I don't know. Anyway, mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for watching.
Bye. It's only 9:30.
I know.